Hi guys, it's Bunny and welcome to today's video and welcome to another WWE reaction. For today, I decided to react to inappropriate moments at WWE shows, and this is by Tap Out Corner. Oh my god, you guys, the funny moments, botches, and like anything that is funny related. I always love to react to such content because I used to react to like a lot of try not to laugh challenges, and I still do on my Bunnymon TV channel, but not here anymore. It makes it more fun for me to react to stuff because I know I'm gonna have a good time. So let's go and react to this video, shall we?
Anything can happen in WWE, but not all of it is age appropriate.
Pull out. You could see her booty, but it was
Now,
blurred
I seriously
for us.
can't believe Vince McMahon has not gotten more backlash for doing this. During a WWE show in the mid-90s,
Like,
the company had a young
savage.
fan named LaToya Johnson act as the guest ring-announcer for a match between Diesel and enhancement talent Tommy Angel. However, due to a combination of inexperience and nervousness, LaToya had some trouble. It wasn't good, but anyone could be sympathetic to the young fan. However, Vince McMahon said this.
Tanya Johnson, hooked on phonics.
In case you didn't know, Hooked on Phonics is an education program used to help children learn to read. Had social media been around when McMahon made this comment, he would have been out of WWE a lot sooner. Now you'll be glad you are not CM Punk in this next clip. Going into the 2011 Royal Rumble match, CM Punk was the leader of the Nexus, and he had a really smart plan. Punk had the other members of Nexus protect him, so they would outnumber everyone, and Punk could win the Rumble. It was a good strategy, but it backfired in Punk's face. Literally. After CM Punk, the first member of Nexus to enter the Rumble was Husky Harris. Harris tried to shield his leader, but instead, Husky's butt ended up getting pressed into CM Punk's face.
Punk don't want to Husky Harris's butt's right in his face.
While I'm guessing you probably wouldn't want to be CM Punk, you probably wish you were this kid. On Monday Night Raw, Natalya was making her entrance and decided to take a page out of her uncle, Bret Hart's, playbook and give her glasses to a young fan. Natalya picked a girl in the crowd, but a little boy also wanted to get close to the WWE wrestler and ended up touching Natalya's chest. WWE's mission statement is to put smiles on people's...
Like, no, he wanted to go for the hug, but she turned that way and it just breezed over the chest. Like, it's a kid. You don't see him even squeezing or anything like that. Like, don't take it the wrong way.
And Natalya put a smile on that boy's face without even realizing it. What's crazy is this is not the first time that this has happened. Almost 10 years earlier, Natalya was making her entrance when a young boy in the crowd didn't realize where he was placing his left hand, causing him to touch something he shouldn't have. What's even crazier than that is what this kid did to Alexa Bliss. After a match, Nia Jax was carrying Bliss on her shoulder when a young fan slapped Alexa on her backside. Where are these kids' parents? Speaking of kids, this 16-year-old got himself permanently banned from all WWE events. In 2017, the most popular family in sports was the Ball family. To capitalize on their fame, WWE had LeVar Ball and his sons appear on Raw. The Miz hosted an in-ring interview with the basketball family, but it was cut off by the Miz's rival, Dean Ambrose. Had everything gone normally, then this would have been a pretty forgettable and inoffensive moment. However, the youngest member of the Ball family, LaMelo, decided to make this moment unforgettable with just 4 words. You cannot be saying the N-word on a PG show, and WWE ended up issuing an apology soon after. We've seen some pretty violent stuff in WWE, but what Randy Orton did in this match is the most gruesome thing ever. In 2018, Randy Orton and Jeff Hardy fought in a Hell in a Cell match. Hell was definitely the right word, because this match was absolutely brutal, and both men left the match wounded. However, the sickest moment was when Orton slid a screwdriver through Jeff Hardy's earlobe and started pulling and twisting it. It would have been one thing if this happened during the Attitude Era, but this was the PG era. How did WWE get away with showing this? Wrestlers tend to be 90% naked, so they have to be extremely careful they don't accidentally show too much. But even the pros make mistakes. In the main event of Monday Night Raw, John Cena fought Dolph Ziggler inside a steel cage. Ziggler was trying to escape, so Cena grabbed a hold of Dolph's tights to pull him back in. However, in doing so, fans actually saw more of Dolph Ziggler than they were expecting. Even though John Cena ultimately won the match, the show-off did live up to his name that night. However, several years later, an even worse accident happened. At the 2020 Elimination Chamber event, Daniel Bryan and Drew Gulak wrestled one-on-one. The match was a technical masterpiece, but that is not what fans were talking about. Multiple times during the match, Daniel Bryan's ring gear was yanked around, which caused his junk to accidentally be shown on live TV. I'm guessing whoever made Bryan's trunks was fired after this match. With that said, at least Daniel Bryan's ring gear stayed together. One WWE wrestler's trunks actually ripped apart during a match. In 2009 on ECW, Zack Ryder was set to take on a local wrestler named Rory Fargo. This normally would have been an easily forgettable match had one accident not happened. During the fight, Zack Ryder grabbed his opponent by the trunks, which was nothing out of the ordinary, but for whatever reason, the trunks completely ripped, causing Rory Fargo's junk to be exposed on national television. Yeah, that's not PG.
Oh my god, did they wait, did they stop the match and like fix that? Like there is no way he can continue fighting like this. It's completely broken. Oh my god!
That's TV14. Ryder and Fargo somehow made it through the match, but it's not too surprising that WWE never had Rory wrestle again after this. Now, speaking of Zack Ryder, he was involved in another adult moment, but I think he liked this one a lot more. At Survivor Series 2017, rosters from both Raw and SmackDown went head-to-head to prove they were the better brand. In the weeks leading up to the pay-per-view, wrestlers from both shows waged an all-out war on each other. It was so bad that even the cameramen weren't safe.
Chairs and equalizers.
I think I messed it up.
However, in the chaos, something very inappropriate would happen. During an episode of Raw, SmackDown fired the first shot by invading WWE's flagship show. Wrestlers from the blue brand started attacking everyone who's associated with the red brand. Now that I say that out loud, this kind of sounds like gang warfare. Anyways, eventually, the female wrestlers from both brands started fighting backstage. However, Natalya wasn't looking where she was grabbing and accidentally touched fellow SmackDown wrestler Zack Ryder's groin area. Thankfully, human resources didn't get involved, and Natalya later said,
it was such an accident, you can see it. You guys are taking this too far.
It's her most iconic moment. However, this next moment isn't joked about as much. At No Way Out in 2012, the Divas champion Layla was set to defend her title against Beth Phoenix. The two had a competitive match, but ultimately, the champion prevailed. However, as Layla was securing the victory, she got a bit handsy and touched Beth Phoenix's chest. Maybe in the Attitude Era, this would not have been a big deal, but in the PG era, it was definitely inappropriate. One of the best parts about going to a WWE show is bringing signs.
It's wrestling. They had to grab whatever they can physically to be able to be positioned on the right place. I really don't understand. Is this America? Is this really what Americans deal with and talk of issues? This is American issue. This is the problems you're dealing with? Wow. Well, I can't believe it. I'm getting really mad about this when you know that it's innocent and there is nothing behind it and you make a big deal out of nothing. It's as if like you have so much free time in your life to do stuff like this. Like, what are you talking about? Why are we even talking about this? Come on, there's an actual issue out there when it comes to harassment, when it comes to inappropriate behavior. This is not one of them. I promise you.
Usually, people just want to cheer on their favorite wrestler or make a funny joke. However, there have been some inappropriate and downright creepy fan signs, like this one that was directed at Roman Reigns during his match against The Undertaker at WrestleMania. Speaking of The Undertaker, look at the message this fan had for the dead man at Survivor Series in 1997. Or how about this sign directed at the bizarre one, Goldust? Yeesh. However, this sign that appeared on SmackDown was on another level. And in case you're wondering, that sadly is true. But the most infamous of all.
Okay, all right. I did hear that privately in his life he wasn't the best man out there, you guys. But beating a woman, and especially your wife, the love of your life, the one woman, the one partner that decides to spend the rest of their life with and share their life with you, and you do that. That's like what? Like that. See, I thought I'm gonna have a lot of good time reacting to this video. I ended up getting really feisty. Perfect!
WWE fan signs is this one from the 1980s, directed at Roddy Piper.
Oh, yeah.
WWE fans are a different breed. This cameraman let his intrusive thoughts
Thank
win,
God I have
and
the
it
best ones,
probably
though.
cost him his job. The
Really
Beautiful
nice
People were a
ones.
faction of primarily female wrestlers. The members would rotate, but Angelina Love and Velvet Sky were the two that started the faction and were almost always a part of it. A signature part of their entrance involved Love and Sky posing on the edge of the ring and letting the
Okay, they're
pigeons
asking
loose.
for it.
Every
That
man
is
watching was thinking
inappropriate.
the same thing when this happened, but the camera guy actually acted on it. During one entrance, the camera operator decided to reach out and try to turn this into a 4D experience. He tried to play it off, but I'm pretty sure that camera guy was unemployed after the show. Wrestlers have to wear pretty
was
tight ring attires,
scripted.
and they can accidentally reveal a lot. On an episode of SmackDown in 2011, Edge teamed with Kelly Kelly to face Vicky Guerrero and Drew McIntyre. The match had the added stipulation that if Vicky's team lost, then she would be fired. Not surprisingly, the team
Man,
featuring
is it
an
just
11-time
me?
world
But Vicky, like, her face looks so old. Like, maybe it's the hairstyle also and the makeup. But her face looks old, but then her body, that's an amazing body that I just saw right there. I did not expect that.
champion won. After the match, Vicky begged for a job, which got Edge a bit
Oh my God.
excited. I guess he is called the Rated R superstar. Even when WWE was TV-14, the F word was a no-no word, and wrestlers weren't allowed to
really?
say it around other people.
Okay.
However, anything can happen on live TV, and WWE has gotten hit by a few F-bombs over the years.
Yeah. They can't rage without saying
However,
the F
the most
word.
shocking F-bomb in WWE history came from the man who banned the word, Vince McMahon.
There you
In
go.
2016, Shane McMahon returned to WWE. His father, Vince, decided to pull a Teddy Long and had Shane go one-on-one with The Undertaker at WrestleMania. Pretty typical WWE stuff. But then, Vince McMahon dropped this.
Good, because I have one last opportunity.
That wasn't
And he said the
PG.
mofo as
Oh,
well.
and by the way, Shane McMahon definitely got that beating. It's kind of crazy that Triple H is now the corporate face of WWE, considering
Yeah.
the stuff he used to do back when he was a wrestler.
Hey, come on, he was younger.
Are those real?
And it was
Shaped so round and can I touch them?
of course.
They're awesome. Look at those.
While the game did a lot of
Get out. My God, so great. I'm dying. Like, oh, you tried to bait us. Oh, we didn't know what you were trying to do right there. Oh, so innocent.
inappropriate things in his WWE career, this moment is one of the worst. In 1998, Triple H's faction, D-Generation X, was feuding the Rock's group, the Nation of Domination. DX won the battle that night, so it was time to celebrate. The game spotted a female fan in the crowd and motioned for her to take her shirt off. The woman did just that and gave the Camp Kings a little more as well.
It wasn't bra. It was breast. It was breast.
The most awkward part of this
No
moment for
way.
Triple H is that he's gonna have to explain this to his 3 daughters. To find out who the children of Triple H are and if we'll see them in
Okay,
WWE.
like, no, he doesn't have to explain anything to his daughters. All he has to do is just, like, ban them from seeing the past matches and him as a young wrestler. Like, or just, like, find an editor who can edit only the best moment and just show them that and tell them to not see anything else. Because, like, you know, young and dumb and whatever. Oh my goodness. It was a different time back then. Definitely, especially, I mean, for wrestling. It was such a different time. Women position wrestling was non-existent almost. Like, a lot of women, like, for example, China had to fight through a lot to be respected and still didn't manage, and unfortunately had the worst outcome from so many wrestlers. And it's such a sad story, but that shows you how hard it was for women to be where they are today, and how, for example, we have right now Rhea Ripley and Becky Lynch and so many alikes that are so respected and so loved and literally respected for being wrestlers and being strong women who are showing entertainment and who are appreciated only solely for that, not because they are like sexy how women, you know, like if they're sexy and hot, that is good. There is no problem in that, but it's not the sole reason, and they are not abused because of that. And I'm so happy that right now I'm into wrestling when it is a good era for women, because I don't think I would be able to watch all the cringe that women had to go through and actually chose to put themselves through as well. Like, let's not blame men out there. They also chose to be there. They accepted it as their career, your chosen career. Okay, so yeah, like I don't want to blame men for that. Like women also are a huge reason for some of these things, you know, like you have to be careful with your life choices as well, and they define who you are for the rest of your life, so you need to be really careful. But that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and if you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. Check out my second channel, Bunnymon TV, for more live reactions and reactions to different type of content. Also check out my twitch.tv/Bunnymon TV. It is a live stream that I do where I react to videos as well as I play video games with you guys. Have a wonderful day and see you tomorrow with a brand new video.